Day 7. The Riddle Stone, Part 1. Dad pulled up the floorboard. "Hello," he said. "What is it?" Under the floor was a stone. It had some strange writing on it. Dad was going to throw the stone away, but Chip was wanting to keep it. "Look at this," he said to Biff. "Do you think the writing is Chinese?" "I don't know," said Biff. Chip took the stone to school. He showed it to a boy called Hong. "It's all written in Chinese," said Hong. "I can't read it, but my grandfather can." Hong's grandfather always came after the school to take Hong home. Chip showed him the stone. "Yes, it is Chinese," said Hong's grandfather. "It says, 'Do you mind?'" "What a strange question," said Biff. "It may be a riddle," said Hong's grandfather. "See, the stone is broken. Maybe the answer is on the other half." Chip gave Hong the stone to keep. He put it in his bag. "May Hong to come round to play with us?" asked Biff. "All right," said Hong's grandfather. They went to play in Biff's room. "What's a riddle?" asked Chip. "It's a puzzle in words," said Hong. "Here's a good riddle," said Hong. "How do you spell hungry horse with only using 4 letters?" "We don't know," said Biff. "It's easy," said Hong. "MTGG. Here's another riddle. Watch this. The more it dries, the more it gets wet. Suddenly, the magic key began to glow. The magic took them to a rocky valley. 4 paths met. There was a signpost pointing 4 ways. Each way pointed to a real mountain. A boy was sitting on a rock. "My name is Tai," he said. "I wanted to go to Riddle Mountain, but I don't know which path to take. I can't think of the answer of the riddle." The riddle was on the post. It said, "It's only 1 quarter, but it can grow 6 to your feet wherever you go. There in the sun, not in the rain. Never does harm, never does pain." "The answer is a shadow," said Hong. "Look at the shadow of the post. The post It points that path. That must be the way." "Are you sure?" asked Biff. "Yes, it's a riddle," said Tai. "Let's go." It is hard to get to Riddle Mountain," said Tai. "It will be dangerous. It may never get there." "Then why do you have to go?" asked Biff. "I want to be a riddle maker," said Tai. "I have to get to Riddle Mountain. I have to answer all the riddles on the way. The last riddle is the hardest. No one has never found the answer." Suddenly, a huge giant stood in the way. "I hope he's friendly," said Chip. "Answer this riddle, and you can pass by," roared the giant. "Write down how much I weigh," he said. "But he must weigh tons," said Biff. "No, it's a riddle," said Hong. "I can do it." He wrote down the answer. "Good luck in the land of riddles," said the giant. "What did you write down?" asked Chip. I write down word how much I weigh," said Hong. It was not far to the top of the hill. Suddenly, a dragon stood in the way. I hope he's friendly, said Hong. Look, said Biff, there are bubbles coming out of his mouth. The dragon spoke. Over there is Riddle Mountain. It said, you have a long way to go. Help, said Tai. The journey looked dangerous. Below was a black lake. Across the lake, the land was dry and rocky valley. There was a deep river and dark forest. Far away was a tall gray mountain.
큰 물방울이잖아. 큰 물방울은
Big bubbles,
빅이 아니잖아. 보고 읽어야지. 휴지 버블이잖아.
huge bubble came out of the dragon's jaws. There answered this riddle. It said, how many sides does a bubble have? It's easy, said Hong. It has two. The inside and the outside, he said. Good, said the dragon. Now skip inside this bubble. Hong stepped into the bubble. It began to flow away. Step into a bubble, yelled Hong. They all stepped inside the bubble and threw it up and off. This is scary, said Biff. What if the bubbles pop? They flew on and on. At last, they began to flow down to a black lake. I hope the bubble doesn't pop here, yelled Chip. Then the bubbles popped and the children fell into the lake. Suddenly, a huge serpent ran out of the water. I don't like this adventure, said Biff. Answer this, said the serpent. The more it gets dry, the more it gets wet. It's easy, said Hong. It's a towel. Good, said the serpent. Now climb on my back. The serpent swam across the lake. How do you know the answer all these riddles, Hong? Asked Tai. I don't know, said Hong. They just come to me. Goblins were waiting for the children. They pulled and pinched them. Ouch, that hurt, said Chip. Ha, you won't answer the next riddle, said one of the goblins. The goblins put the children into a cage. One of the goblins stole the magic key. Oh no, said Biff. Now we can get back from this adventure. The Goblin King spoke to them. Answer this, he said. How do you want to die? We don't want to die, said Chip. Hong began to laugh. It's not funny, said Biff. We don't want to die. It's a riddle, said Hong. Don't worry, I know the answer. Now read part 2. The end.